So I started recording something this morning, and Justice woke up earlier than I expected, and I didn't get a chance to finish it. It was pretty much a stream of consciousness about Memphis and geology and geography, and why Memphis is the way that it is, not just because of politics and racism, capitalism, and all that good stuff, but also because of geology and geography. For those who don't know, I am just intrigued about the earth and just anything attached to the earth and how it works and how it was made, and like where it is now and where it has been and what it has been and what it is now. Something interesting to know that I learned on PBS Terra, Terra. PBS is in Public Broadcasting System. Is that what PBS stands for? I'm sure it is. Anyway, PBS Terror, they have their own YouTube channel. But Tornado Alley is migrating to the east. So Tornado Alley used to be, I think it may be like 3 or 4 states from north to south, right? We know Oklahoma's on there. I can't remember who else is in their mix, but anyway, that strip that moves, that's north to south, is moving to the east, and so it's moving in this direction. Of course, because of just it's more that it's beyond a weather phenomena. It's I can't even find my words. It's climate change. It's just just humans just bringing about almost like a mass extinction, so to speak, even though we're probably millions and maybe billions years away from it. It's happening because the earth is naturally going to evolve or devolve, but also because humans are doing a lot of stuff to the earth that is unnatural. So anyway, yeah, the Tornado Alley is moving to the east. And so I think I want to end this video at that because I have a lot of things that I think about throughout the day that I kind of want to talk about. And even though it's not technically creating something, to me, just posting a video is creating something. So yeah, throughout the day, I think about a million things I could talk about. I can talk about me not being a Christian anymore. I think, if I did have a mind to sit down and actually create solid content, it'll probably be around not being a Christian, but living in the South, in particular in Memphis, Tennessee, where it's a church every 2 steps you take. Okay. So yeah, I could talk about that. I could talk about Real Housewives stuff. If you pay attention to my YouTube channel, you see that my last few videos have been about, I think, Real Housewives in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So I would like that would be some fun content for me to politically not dismantle, but deconstruct like what's going on in the Real Housewives universe. I kind of want to talk about what happened in Summer House, a show I never really watched. I watched the Martha's Vineyard Summer House with the black folk. It really wasn't nothing that was like, I'm not mad about it being canceled because it really wasn't like a standout show to me. It was decent to watch. I wasn't mad about it. I enjoyed watching it. It was entertaining, but I didn't really see it being like impactful, which a lot of shows I watch that I enjoy watching on a consistent basis aren't impactful at all. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for another video. But this recent the scandal that happened with Wes and Amanda, excuse me if I'm getting their names wrong, Sierra, because this is my first time watching it, and I only watched it because of that scandal. I watched this past season. I kind of want to talk about how, and then they got a spinoff called In the City, and how I'm just tired of seeing all these white folk just really talk about nothing. But in particular on this last season that I just watched, I kind of want to talk about the black folk and how black folk, not just the cast of black folk on this show, but how black folk like bring heart and soul to everything that is a thing. Okay, so the three people, the three black cast from this past season, they just moved with so much clarity and understanding of who they were, um, with compassion, the way they banded together. Um, anyway, I just thought that was something that was worth commenting on. But I'm just gonna stop there. In order for me to do commentary that is a little bit more politically leaning, I do have to take notes, and or I would have to take notes and have a solid framework, and also just I would have to get to a point, I guess, and it shouldn't be a stream of consciousness. So in order for me to do more content like that, I would need to plan it out. So long story short. And Justice is with me until Wednesday, then he goes with his dad. So, and even when he goes with his dad on Wednesday, there's no guarantee that I'm going to feel like putting pen to paper or thumbs to screen in order to outline a whole video. One of the reasons for me doing this 30 days of creating is to not necessarily remind me, but to help me to understand more that it doesn't take much to get out here and talk. Okay, it doesn't take much at all. Okay, I think I'm gonna end right there. Y'all have a good evening.